Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. Using words on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug you. Long was 1975.
This is Rogue Trooper on the Commodore 64, released by Piranha Software in 1986. They also released it on the Amstrad and the ZX Spectrum, and I have a gameplay of the ZX Spectrum version, which I had back in the day as a kid and absolutely loved, because it's based on a character from a British comic called 2000 AD. The character obviously is called Rogue Trooper, and basically he's a genetically created or engineered infantry soldier. There was a whole platoon, squadron of him, and they were betrayed by a general and absolutely slaughtered, and he was the last remaining one, and he goes out to find the traitor who did it. It was created by Dave Gibbons, who drew it, and Jerry Finlay. I think that's what it says. But anyway, I loved it back in the day as a kid. I preferred the original Rogue Trooper. Then there was a rebooted one that was kind of made all modern and crap. But then he met the old Rogue Trooper, and then old Rogue Trooper outlived him, or something. It got convoluted. But good news, everyone! There's gonna be a movie. Which only good news if you're a massive Rogue Trooper fan like me. Anyway, so it takes place on New Earth, and you have to kill the Nauts, and basically find 8 videotapes that have the evidence that. Let you prove, or bring the general or the traitorous general to well, it's the evidence that he was involved in the Corso massacre where you were killed, but bring him to justice or stuff like that. Now, excuse me. I'm not genetically engineered, so because they got like eyelids and stuff, second eyelids, and their lungs can breathe in all the toxic air of New Earth because it's absolutely shagged. But yeah, really do recommend you look up Rogue Trooper. Haven't played a Commodore game that lets me define keys before. Who knew? Right, 1 left, 2 right, 1. So I'm going to go O left, 2 P right, 3 forward would be up, I guess. But it's isometric, so you'll see what I mean. 4 would be down, and 5 would be M, because M, not space. M. Right, so yeah, now the reason I want to play this is because, well, basically, I thought, I don't know, don't hate me on this if you're Commodore kids, that the Commodore wasn't known for being able to do isometric 3D games as well as Spectrum. This is an isometric 3D game. Makes sense that the Amstrad one can, because the Amstrad and the Spectrum were pretty similar in some aspects. Look at the various modes on the Amstrad. Right, anyway, what do we do now? 0, return to main menu, and there. So, 1, play the game. Now, there I am, map, top left, looks exactly the same as the ZX Spectrum version, like exactly the same, but it's bordered on either side. I don't know if it was bordered on the Spectrum. Now, if you look top right, each of the 3 pieces of equipment, I have a helmet, which has a bio chip on it called Helm, I have gun, which Gunner is the chip on that, and they all talk to him. Bagman is on my backpack, because they were the chips, and 3 of my mates who were massacred, and if you pull the chip out of their head quickly enough, I think you got 30 seconds, it backs up their personality, so I put them on all my equipment, and yeah, use them. Oh, I'm at the bottom, flashy noises. Well, in the comic book, they advise me and stuff like that and help out, but graphically, I quite like it. It's very, very detailed and sharp, which not something normally you get from, that's not me stuff. Oh, I like that, Playground was, but don't normally get from a Commodore. It's a bit difficult to line up, but yeah. I don't know, would I have liked to see something more colourful but then a little bit more blocky? No, because it's 2000 AD, so I want it to look like Rogue. Right, so it flips screen. Oh, last medikit. Oh, see, they're telling me that. Southside, yeah! Because what is it, the Vulcans? I don't know, Volks? It's a little difficult to line up. That was true, to be fair, it was also a fault in ZX Spectrum. They're mines, don't step on them, they're mines, they will hurt. Changes colour, just like the Spectrum. Colour is highlighted on the map as well, to be fair. Right, okay, seems a bit harder than the Spectrum version. Right, where am I going? Am I starting in the same place? Yes. Is it random? Apparently. Right, can I go out this way? No. Right, more noughts. Oh, it's noughts, that's right. Look, I like the way you can see them through the holes in the wall. I don't know what that... beepy noises. Well, maybe Rogue's got a fax machine, because it is the 80s. Hey! But it is irritating. Irritating as well. If you had this back in the day on the Spectrum Amstrad or Commodore, by all means, as always, I'd love to know what you think. And also, if you read 2000 AD back in the day, or still read it, what did you think about Rogue Trooper? Did you like this Rogue Trooper, or did you like rebooted Rogue Trooper, who was also eventually killed anyway? And then there was the hit series, wasn't there, where they did the, he had to go after do certain number of hits, ammo, and travel around through space and shit to do that. And then they got bored of it, didn't they, 2000 AD, and just stopped doing it. You haven't got any sort of grenades or shit like that, because that would have made killing the gun turret easy. More ammo. See, look, they can shoot, like, wide of me, and it hits me anyway. I can. We need to find some help, and we also need to start finding tapes. You'll know the tapes when you see them, because they look like, well, fuck off big tapes. It is the 80s, even though it's a future war. Shizen. Start me somewhere else. I'll say this, it's harder than the Spectrum version. Although, that's health up there, although the blokes are gone, so that's a random nature that they spawned in, I guess. Or maybe it's not. Now you also get a white stick. I'm determined that one of you will get that quote. Right, I'll save this med kit for later. You do that. I'd like to know how you use that med kit on me. Why did... Oh, Bagman said that. When... Oh, there we go, another med kit. You have no hands. Seriously, I cannot recommend or tell you how good Rogue Trooper was enough. Plus also, my gun makes farty noises. More guns make farty noises. Like I said, the aiming is so... Well, not for that... Oh, fuck. Hit or miss, but not for them. Just want to find a tape so you can see what it looks like. Ooh! So every time you shoot them, they explode. It sounds like the crowd in John Madden. There's a tape. That's a tape. You're a tape. So I can kill them. Good. Ooh. This vid. Oh, the vid tapes then. Oh, well, of course they are. It's you know, evidence. Can I get through there? Yeah. Judging it is a bit difficult. So I don't know where I got the idea that Spectrum Commodore could do isometric games as well as the Spectrum. Blue, that's the actual colour of Rogue Trooper's skin. 1, 3, let's have the instructions. Oh no, that's not instructions, that's define keys. I'm happy with the keys. Right, okay. And it's all back to normal now, they're all in the same places. I'm pretty sure you start differently in the Spectrum version, or it rotates you or randomizes you. Yay! Touchdown! I haven't got time, thank God for that. Eventually, if you keep going up, you will come through to the bottom of the screen, or the map, if you know what I mean. Think Pac-Man when you go off screen. High counters. Because of that bing bong. See what I did there? Well, you won't unless you're old like me. Right, let's try not to hit a mine. There was a 1990 Amiga game as well, wasn't there? That was side-scrolling and a platformer. And then there was a 2006 one on the PS2, which I absolutely love. And I have the Wii version though. And then there's that was remastered, wasn't it? For PlayStation 4. And Xbox One, which don't get me wrong, I'm glad they did, and I like it because I like the original one, but it just seemed like an odd choice of game to remaster. They'll remaster anything, won't they, these days? Seems to be easier than actually making a new game. Ooh, tape, hello. I can shoot for that then. Yay, touchdown, see what I did there? That's weird. I'm going this way. Ooh, medkit. Ooh. Oh, it's the court zone. That's where the massacre happened. Good times. That's annoying. How do you don't know how big the gaps are that you can go through? Yoink. Right, so yeah, graphically, it's alright. I would expect better on the Commodore 64, but the fact that it's exactly, and I mean exactly the same as the Spectrum is kind of interesting, because I've never seen it played on the Commodore before. I don't think I even actually ever saw a screenshot as well. I'm not going to make any more American football jokes. We'll try and keep the, you know, the jokes out the dead laugh area, if you will. But you know, for 1986 it does a pretty decent job, especially with your free biochips in the top right, of bringing Road Trooper to life. I think Prana did a couple of 2000 AD games, but then they went bankrupt because they were going to do Judge Dredd versus Judge Anderson, weren't they? Which I think on the Commodore 64 you can play, they just renamed it, but you look close enough at the side of the screen, you can see that your character is clearly a judge. Or in the attire of a judge. Right, so there's plenty of ammo this time. Now, it's harder than the Spectrum version, and it seems to take you bloody longer to find tapes. Oh, that's a very awkward colour. And I'm dead. And that would be Slowdown. Well, there you go. Road Trooper on the Commodore 64, based on the 2000 AD character of the same name. I recommend playing the Spectrum version instead. It's easier, you last longer, and, well, yeah, that's about it, really. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.